All right, we are here with the head coach of Plymouth High School football. That is, of course, Mr. Greg Souldourian. How's it going?
It's going good. Having a good summer so far.
Well, it's another year of, well, we're not in practices yet, but of course we're in conditioning. We're getting ready for it. It's not going to be that far away until two-a-days are back. But overall, how excited are you to start this season? This is kind of really their first full year since you've taken over as head coach.
Yeah, I mean, as much as normal can be, this is the first year that we've had some true normalcy here at Plymouth since I've taken over after Brian Lewis left. So we're excited. We're fired up. We got a great group of guys. They've put in a lot of time and work in the off season. A lot of dedication on their part. So a lot of sacrifice on their part. So I think at the end of the day, we're fired up and we're ready to go. And I think we just trust that the process will equal the outcome we want.
So going into these first few weeks, what have you noticed so far in workouts? And you said this is really the first full off season you've had since you've taken over.
Just a different attitude with the kids, a little bit more confidence in what we're doing,
Yep.
A little bit more belief what we're doing. Overall, I think just like the compete levels a little higher. Not to say that the classes before weren't competitive, but like these guys, they got a little chip on their shoulder. The last couple of years didn't sit well with some of the younger groups, so like they've just really we've really put an emphasis on like competition and competing every day and learning to like master being uncomfortable.
Yeah. So talk about some of the guys you have coming back for you guys. Got a couple seniors, a new quarterback as well.
Well, quarterback right now, in the lead right now is a junior. He was with us on the varsity last year, so he was our backup.
Yep.
In Sam Plensner. Then we have another junior who's talk about two different style quarterbacks. One's really tall, one's a little shorter. Both athletic though. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And then as far as other seniors coming back, we have Tyler Harris, who's going to probably be our starting Mike linebacker and probably start on the offensive line. He started on the offensive line last year. He played both tackle and center for us. Is I guess what you would call as a throwback player.
Yeah.
A little grittier, pretty aggressive. And then we have Evan Cosgrove, who is like probably the leader of our defense. He's a 3-year starter on defense, is like having a coach on the field as far as understanding where, what the defense is and what his job is. Huge part of our program the last, 3 years.
Yeah, for sure. Going into the season, I know the league's wide open this year. From all the coaches I've talked to, it seems like and we don't obviously know yet because practices haven't even started, but the consensus I'm getting is the league is really, really good once again.
Yeah, I think we play in one of the more competitive leagues in the state of Michigan. Almost all the schools on our side are Division I schools.
Yep.
I think they actually all are.
Yes.
On our side. And the other side, you have some schools that they play against D1 schools, but then when they make the playoffs, they play D2, and they've made huge runs. So like, both sides of the conference are tough. It's one of those things like you just hope that you stay healthy, and you get somebody when they're having a bad day, kind of thing, because all the teams are well coached, and I respect the heck out of the guys in our conference, and I think everybody does a great job of helping their kids succeed.
And of course, you're making some. You go to Brighton, you go to Howell, and you go to Heartland this year.
Yep, Livingston County Tour we call it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. What's that going to be like for these guys? Because long road trips, it's a part of high school football.
Yeah. So the good thing is a lot of these guys have done that already. So the juniors were all on the road last year.
Yeah.
So they played all their games out there. So they've been to all 3 of those places. The seniors went out to all 3 places when they were. If they were sophomores on varsity, so like, that road traveling is not like a big, huge surprise to some of these kids. I think, you just have to prepare for it and get your mind right. I think we play Howell and Heartland back-to-back weeks, so we're back-to-back weeks out there. So It plays a role, but like it's just like anything, it's just adversity that you have to overcome, and just part of the game.
And lastly, what are we going to expect out of this team? What do you want to see heading in? Because game one at the Big House in Ann Arbor.
We focused on 3 aspects. This year, expecting to win every down, every play, just expecting to win. The second thing was to trust the process, and really trust what we're doing will get the outcome we want. And then the third thing is just finish the race, finish the drive, finish the tackle. I think that's where where we're at mentally right now.
Yeah.
That's where we've been pushing all off season. And I think at the end of the day, that's all you can worry about is worrying about the controllables. And that's a huge thing we went into the off season, is control the controllables. The stuff we can control is the only thing we're going to worry about going forward. And I think the kids have really bought into that piece.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Greg, thank you so much for coming on, talking with us, and good luck this season.
No problem. Thank you.